coffee is my friend. Okay, so I got gold, green, blue, light blue, pink. I swear I thought I had a set of tarot cards that were pink gilded. I've got the pink gilded oracle cards, and I got the are these considered oracle? The vibe about it deck. hmm I guess it would be considered oracle deck. It doesn't say oracle, but pretty much gives the same feel as an oracle deck. It's definitely not a tarot deck, but I could have sworn I had a pink gilded tarot deck. If I do, I have no idea where they are, so I'm just gonna let it go. Anywho, hey guys, this is Nature's Daughter coming to you live. This is a collective reading. It's a general collective reading. It's not a tarot reading. We can see if there are any tarot that come up in the reading, but it is not a tarot reading. It's not a zodiac reading. I mean, we're not going to focus on zodiac, but if there's a zodiac that comes in, and energy of a certain zodiac, I'll let you know. But as I was putting the cards away for the Scorpio reading, I think is the last one I did, this card popped out. Unexpected. And it didn't just pop out. I'm shuffling the deck, and for some reason, this is the only card that was faced the wrong way. Unexpected, intensity. How about that? Intensity, fast surprise, happening suddenly and sooner than you thought. So what I get from this energy is there's going to be expected and unexpected income coming in. There's something that you expect to come in, but there's something that you're not expecting that's going to come in. It's going to blow your freaking mind. And that's going to happen in the month of January. Ditch old habits, recharge, and focus on self care. Fresh start, goal setting. So, the unexpected intensity, fast surprise happening suddenly and sooner than you thought. That's the card that just popped, that was just flipped over, right? And this is going to happen in January. This is what's on the bottom: fresh start, goal setting, ditch old habits, recharge, and focus on self care. So, that's what we're going to be into for this reading. Okay. Hi, Joseph Mahinde. Hi. Hold on. I can't really see this. It's really small. Rohit Kaser. I am from the US. Drop it down in the comments where you guys are viewing from. Because I get people from all over the world. I get people from the UK, from Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, South Africa, Germany, Russia, the Middle East, India, everywhere, all over. So drop it down in the comments where you're viewing from, okay? So I'm going to get into my disclaimers first. You know what? I don't even think I titled this video. I will put a title in the video, but the video title is Unexpected Income in January. But disclaimer, this is for adults only. Be your own leader of discernment. Go within, go with God. I keep saying that, go with thought. I don't know where that's coming from. It keeps reminding me of the old 1970s, 1980s Superman with Christopher Reeves, with Zod. I love that one. I think it was part two, Superman part two. Anyway, Go within, go with God. Okay. Be your own leader of discernment and make your decisions that way. Please don't take this reading or any other and go out and make any life altering decisions. Okay. You have to, talk with the Most High and be your own leader of discernment. Don't ever take anyone else's word for anything. Take everyone's word with a grain of salt. I'm an intuitive guide. I'm here to guide you, not be your God. So, right? So I'm just here to help you out. I'm here to lead you to water. You can drink it if you want. Okay. That's how we're going to do this. But yes, guys, if you're under 18, please leave the room voluntarily. This is for adults only. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe, grab a membership, right? Don't forget to don't forget that this is not going to resonate with everyone. It's not a personal reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, and it's not supposed to. Like I said, be your own leader of discernment. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate, okay? So let's get into it. Yeah. All right. I'm feeling it. I got coffee in my system and I'm feeling great. I hope you guys are feeling very blessed today. I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you're not letting the craziness of life get to you. I love this deck, by the way. It's gorgeous. I love the blue gilding. I love the back. And I love the front. It's really beautiful. It's called the Stained Glass Tarot. I've seen a couple people using this. I think Red Fairy Tarot uses this deck and a couple others, but she's the one that I watch the most. I love her quick reads. Has a lot of reels, shorts, if you will, and she does long readings too. She's got a foreign accent, but she's awesome. I like her readings. I really do. She's tapped in. She's definitely tapped in, and she was a catalyst to me wanting to get on out here and do what I do. She made me feel confident about doing it because she doesn't show her face; she just shows her hands. She does coffee ground readings too. I love her coffee ground readings. I'm like, ooh, okay. It's like I learn something new every time I watch her do a coffee ground reading. So I'm very entertained and I really enjoy everything that she does when she pulls cards and when she does coffee grounds, all of it. She's awesome. So shout out to Red Fairy Tarot. She's awesome. Okay. But I love this deck though. I think she likes it too because I see her using it sometimes. And it's like it has great energy. I have to say, it really does have great energy. Strength card. You have the strength of a lion. All right. Collective. And you have to make sure you tap into this strength for the next stage of life because you don't know what's coming your way. But it looks like you got a little bit of heaviness coming your way. You have to release people, places, and things to move forward and to open the door to receiving what's coming for the next chapter because you can't take everything and everyone with you to this next chapter. This next chapter for you is going to be grandiose. It's going to be huge, right? You're going to tap into your gift, if you will. You're going to tap into high vibrational energy and a frequency of receiving unlike no other, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to get unexpected um, wealth coming in the month of January. You're not going to expect this at all. But January is going to bring you a fresh start. So set your goals now for this unexpected income that's coming in. Because you've got the strength of a lion and your pathway is anointed by the Most High. It's lit up. It's litty. Okay? As the kids say. All right. Okay. The world. You got the whole wide world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole wide world in your hands. You might need to work with amethyst to draw in some of those positive things, that prosperity and abundance. Yeah, get into it. And if you're not sure, that one's amethyst, the purple one. Okay. And the pink one is rose quartz. And this one is strawberry quartz. You want to get into that. Those are very helpful. And when I say helpful, it's very helpful, especially the rose quartz. It's amazing for women. Amazeballs. Oh my gosh, all this major arcana, the chariot, heavy Leo energy. And I just did a Leo read, I think yesterday. Yeah, I think I did Leo yesterday. But heavy Leo energy, in this collective reading. But your chariot awaits. All you have to do is cut cords with people, places, and things that no longer serve your higher purpose. And you got this, babe. Tap into your crystals that help you with abundance and help you bring in prosperity. But I pulled three cards, and that's strength, the world, and the chariot. Three major arcana. Collective, you got it going on, baby boo. You got it going on like popcorn. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. All right. That was way more than what I wanted to come out. Yeah, that's 4, 5. Okay, that's too many. We're not gonna accept all that. It's too many. Yeah. I don't really like to accept more than two, honestly. Three of Swords. Okay, so you do have someone from your past that's trying to stop this forward progress. So someone's getting readings on you, collective, and they're trying to stop your forward progress. And they really they love you, but they hate you. They love what you do, and they want to be a part of it because they want to reap the benefits of what you do. But the reality of it is they hate to see you yourself winning, and they're trying to break you at every turn. It's really sad, honestly. It's annoying. I hate to see that energy. I really do. The Hermit. It might be time for you to take some time to yourself and find that solitude so you can replenish and fill your cup up, right? Because you can't take care of other people if you're not taking care of yourself, right? So you have to take care of yourself. And it's time for you to just go within and go with God. Remove yourself from other people. If you have a mate, that's fine. You can be around your mate, but remove yourselves from people, places, and things that no longer serve your higher purpose, and go into solitude and fill your cup up and get yourself together. Everybody doesn't need to see the transformation until it's done, right? So do that. Take care of you, baby boo, and set those boundaries nice and firm, right? Because people are going to try to cross your boundaries because you got great things coming your way and they've been getting readings on you trying to figure out what's going on in your life. Okay, this card just really wants to come out. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So it looks like your chariot is a knight that's coming with pentacles. You're going to get some help. You're going to get some assistance along your journey. Someone's coming to cover you and make sure you're safe. Eight of Pentacles, because you worked hard and that hard work is almost done. Now all you got to do is sit back and relax, rest, fill your cup up, and get your body healthy. Get yourself ready because you're about to embark on a new part of life that you've never seen before. At the cut, we got the devil. You got to release people, places, and things that no longer serve your higher purpose because this too shall pass. Today is 12/12. It's the end of a cycle. Okay? Something's coming to an end, but you have to walk away. You have to believe in yourself. You got to take a leap of faith, and you got to believe in yourself enough to walk away from something without knowing what's on the other side. You got to have faith in the Most High and know that the Most High has got you no matter what. And just put those burdens at the feet of the Most High and keep it moving. Somebody thinks you're a fool because you believe so well. You have faith over fear. You know, you're not stumbling through life like I don't know what to do. I'm just no. You know, you have your weak moments. We're all human. You know, most of us. You know, you have your moments where you're like, oh God, I really just don't know what to do. But you're talking to God when you say that. And God's like, you know what to do. I got you. Don't worry. You know, you talk to God like God's your best friend because God is your best friend. It's the best friend you could ever have. It's going to be death to this situation. It might be an actual death to someone in your life. So if that is the case, my condolences. But something is about to come to an end. Something that was a huge deal in your life that you thought was going to end you It's not going to end you, but it's about to come to an end, and this too shall pass. All you need to do is vibrate high, elevate yourself to a frequency of receiving, okay, and leave the crabs in the barrel where they belong. In that barrel, you rise above it all, okay, and you keep on pushing on your high vibrations, and guarantee you will get what's coming to you, the greatness that's coming your way. You got this. There's a home run, hitting it out of the park, grand slam, strength and power, getting around safely, success, right? You're going to be an awesome success story. You might as well just get ready to start telling your testimony, because your testimony is huge, right? Unwelcome, uninvited guests, pushes their way in, won't take no for an answer, refusing to let go, annoying and unwanted. You got somebody from the past that wants to hang on to your power and try to be a part of your success story, but they are the same ones that had these fishy cups with strings attached, right? I'll help you as long as you do what I say. No, that's okay. I got this. Me and God got this. Trust in timing. Somebody wants me to shut up. They don't want me to get this message out. But guess what? You can't shut me down. You can't shut me up, because I got the Most High on my side. Yes. Trust and timing. Everything is falling into place at the perfect moment, letting go of control, patience, and faith. So you got faith in the Most High. You trust in God's timing, and you know that God's going to present to you what you need when you need it. So you are what? Waiting for God. Yes, because that's how it goes down in the real world. You wait for God, right? Trust in divine timing, right? You got an inner knowing that's beyond the inner knowing of the average person, okay? And you don't have to worry about all the trash. Romantic sabotage and messy breakup. Ooh, I feel like this is somebody from the past, but that might be for some of you right now in your current reality. Unresolved personal issues or fear of intimacy, outside involvement, actions that undermine connection. So, someone is a snake in your garden, and they are wrapping themselves around your heart and trying to sabotage any romantic situation that comes to you. Sounds like a past karmic lover. Messy breakup, separation characterized by conflict, not clean or straightforward, lingering drama. Yep. It's a past karmic, and they don't want to let you go. But you said, I think I better let it go. Let it go. Yes. Because it looks like another love TKO. Mm. Let it go, baby. Yeah, let it go, because it's messy. It's messy and it's toxic. And you need to stay karma free right now. So keep that down. Okay, digital detox. Ooh, I think you need to let things go. You need to get off the internet for a while. Finding peace away from screens, unplugging from the matrix, clearing mental clutter. You need a break from social media. You got somebody trolling you so hard that it's giving you heartache in your real world life, right? Private photos. Someone's trying to display some private photos of you that they've taken that you don't even know about. Maybe someone took a video of you during an intimate moment, or they were just taking photos of you when you weren't even aware someone was around, like peeking through your window or something. Away from sensitive eyes, secrets kept hidden, meaningful but private to only self or another. Yep. Somebody was either photographing you or videotaping you during an intimate session with them, and they're threatening to put it out in the public, probably on social media. Sexcapades, entanglements, romantic or sexual exploits, secret sex acts, unexpected flings forbidden. So it's a three of swords in this heart. This is followed by another three of swords, right? And it looks just like this one with all the snakes wrapped around it. Somebody, you got a snake in the garden that's really trying to affect your heart chakra. You need to do a cleanse. Yeah, you need to do a spirit bath or shower, and you need to cleanse. You need to cleanse and smudge with Florida water, Palo Santo, sage, cedar. You need to get into it, yeah. Yeah, you need to do a release ritual and a cord cutting ceremony to get rid of those negative energies, attachments, detachments, uh, energies, demons, all of that. Yeah, you need to get rid of all the low vibrational stuff that's trying to hang on to you, right? Something is coming to an end, like I told you, end of the road. Relationship or projects are coming to an avoidable end. Nowhere else to go. It ends here, nothing left. So they could have avoided this end, but they chose they chose not to lead with love. And that's all you're on right now. All you're doing is leading with love. So anyone that's coming to you in a different way, they're not on the same page as you. And that's where the drama begins with you and this person. They don't understand you, so they're just really coming at you all wrong, you know? They're expecting things from you that they're not willing to give themselves. They're not willing to give this, but they're expecting it from you. They have a sense of entitlement that's unreal, right? And it's sad because it's not going to happen. You are a bright, shining star. You shine bright like a diamond. And instead of them talking to you and trying to figure out where you get that energy from because they can't tap into it, they're kind of grossed out by it. And uh, they need to humble themselves, basically, because really they're just tormented by the fact that you're winning and they're not. Hi, Cynthia Murphy. Rising star at the bottom of the deck. Recognition and praise for your hard work, quickly gaining status or success, moving upward. I can't make this up, guys. Confirmation. This is confirmation. Get into it. 2222 on the chat when I said that. Yeah. Rising star. You shine bright like a diamond, babe. You get money. You will stop. 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 Kira. Kira. Watashi wa star. Yes, get into it, yeah? Because nothing in life is free. Okay? You've got to sacrifice something. And most times it's just a bad habit or something that you shouldn't be doing anyway when it comes to the Most High. The Most High is not going to ask you to sacrifice something that's great in your life. The Most High wants you to sacrifice something that you should not be doing anyway. Think about it. Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Stop getting high. Stop having sex with strangers. Seriously, these are things that people are doing to themselves and it's hurting you. And if you keep doing it, you're going to catch something, right? You can catch a disease from having, sex with strangers. You can end up addicted to smoking, doing drugs, and drinking. So, things that will literally, and stop being, obsessive over food, you know, doing things that don't serve your higher purpose, cutting that off is showing the Most High that you have enough discipline to move to that next stage in life, right? Cutting cords with and releasing people, places, and things that no longer serve your higher purpose is showing discipline that you're ready for the next stage in life, that you understand that everything and everyone can't go with you to every stage in life, right? You've graduated to a whole new level. You're a new person now, so you can't engage in the same old thing that you used to engage in. It's really psychotic to believe that if you continue to do the same thing or be around the same people that you'll get a different outcome. Not going to happen. You're going to get the same old outcome that you always got if you keep doing the same old thing. But if you switch it up and start doing something different, you can expect different things to happen. So if you're asking God to make a change in your life, don't be surprised if everything in your life changes. Because nothing changes if nothing changes, right? Get into it, yeah? Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Hey, hey, get into it, yeah. You got to be positive, babe. You got to be positive. You got to be ready for great things to come your way. And you can't be so choicy about who and what comes your way, right? You got to understand that everything that and every person that the Most High puts in your life is there for a reason. It's for a reason, a season, a lesson, and a blessing. You're going to get all of that. You're going to grow. You're going to learn from every experience that happens in your life. That's why people say It doesn't matter what's going on in your life, good, bad, or indifferent. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. It's because you're here to learn a lesson. That's what your soul is here to do. It's not here to just live a happy life and nothing bad ever happens to you. How will you ever grow or learn if nothing ever happens to you, right? You're seeking God for employment? Hmm. Okay. Well, the next time you fill out an application, pray about it first and make sure that's what you're supposed to be doing. Because sometimes the Most High is just waiting for you to take that leap of faith. Just walk towards Him. What they say, a mustard seed of faith is all you need, and God got your back. Just know that every door that closes for you is not rejection, it's protection, right? Because a lot of times we're trying to walk through the door that's not for us, or trying to get the job that's not for us because we're just trying to get what we need in the moment. But you got to think past the moment and realize that what's meant for you cannot be taken from you. God's going to make sure that you have exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. God's timing is at play, and God's timing does not go on our clock or our calendar. We've been going through a lot. We've been going through a lot for the last 6 months. Me beating cancer, my husband living through a critically injured car accident, and we were homeless when it happened. We're still homeless. That hasn't changed for us yet, but it will. And we're very hopeful. So we see everything as our cup runneth over, and we know that this too shall pass. I was injured on the job years ago at Tesla, and I can't work. So everything that's happened to us, every time I say, okay, there's nowhere to go but up from here, something else knocks us down. I'm like, okay, we got a huge lesson to learn. And once we learn that lesson, we'll get to the blessing on the other side, right? And it keeps happening. And I'm like, you know what? It was a reason for all of that. We learned some valuable lessons, and we learned to appreciate each other. And we got to see who was really real in our lives. People's masks started to slip off, and now we know what family is for us and what family is really just not family. Because just because someone is blood related does not make them family, right? Because family loves on you. Family doesn't do things to hurt you. Family doesn't put strings on their help for you. When your family member comes to help you, they just come to help you. Like my baby brother, he'll let me know straight up, I ain't really got no money, sis, but I can help you out with this. I got a little something. That's all I got, you know. And if I can't help you, I'll tap into some other family members and see what we can do to, collectively get it together and help you. But he never lies to me. He always tells me, look, this is what I got going on. I can't help, or I can help, or I can do this. My big brother, same. They're both going through their own life struggles, though. You know what I'm saying? So I can't expect them to stop their life and make sure I'm okay. It doesn't work that way. But, everybody that's in my life, I know who they are. I know who's for me and who's against me, right? And my husband has just found out through his experience who's for him and who's against him, right? So that's how it is. Oh, Cynthia, my condolences. I lost my mom in 2023. I was taking care of her, even in the hospital. I was taking care of her. So I'm sorry. Don't you make me cry on here, okay? Because I miss her so much. I was having a little bit of a fit last night, missing her. Because I'm here with my husband day and night, but I couldn't do that for my mom. And he was like, "You did a lot for your mom. Don't you dare beat yourself up. You were there for your mom, you know." And I was just like, man, I just feel like now that she's gone, I wish I was there a little bit more than what I was. But I had so much more going on at the time, and I was being pulled in more than one direction. So no siblings. Mm, you might be lucky on that aspect because just having siblings don't mean that they will actually be there to help you. And sometimes having siblings, it's to your detriment. It's not always a good thing when you have siblings. Trust me, my husband can attest to that because when you got people that When you got siblings, a lot of times all they care about is money. And whenever you're in a situation, all they can see is the dollar signs that they can get out of your situation. But then they'll try to say that everybody in your life outside of them are the ones that are doing that. But who's actually doing it? The siblings. you know. But when tragedy strikes, you get to see who's who, right? And I bet money you got to see who was who after your mom passed. I know how that feels because even though my husband was there with me and has been here with me through everything, nobody knows the pain that I'm going through when it comes to my mom. Not even my brother. He's going through his own type of pain as it pertains to losing our mother. But me personally, we lived together for the bulk of my life. We were always taking care of each other. We helped raise my brother's son together. You know, um, sometimes she would live with me, and sometimes I would live with her. Sometimes we get a place in both of our names, together. But in the end, she lived with me. She stayed with me. She didn't want to go anywhere else. She wanted to be with me until the end. And in the end, I felt death coming for her, and it was heartbreaking because you're never ready to lose your mom, and I wasn't ready to lose my mom. I never would have been ready to lose her. She could have been 150 years old, and I would not want to let her go. But she was 71 when she passed, and I miss her every day. It's never gonna stop. Yeah. But that's why I tell everybody to love on your loved ones. Love everybody that's in your life that's serving a higher purpose, that's supposed to be there. Because me and my husband had an argument the night before and the day of his accident. And I was still upset with him at lunchtime when he called me and he said, I love you. And I said, yeah, whatever. And the next thing I heard was he was in a critically injured car accident and my heart dropped because I thought I wasn't going to be able to tell him I love him and him be alive to receive it. So, and when my mom passed, she was in the hospital and I wasn't there when she actually passed. They brought her back, but she was gone. She was gone. And I felt like I didn't get to say goodbye because I didn't think she was going to die. I thought she was coming home. I really did. When I left there the day before, I thought she was coming home. So, sorry, guys. Um, but yeah, I understand your pain, Cynthia, because if you have a good relationship with your mom, like you obviously did, and I know I did, you never want her to go. And it's always going to be heart wrenching, and you'll never completely get over it, but the pain will lessen just a teeny bit every day. Yes, our best friend forever. I was just talking about those beautiful hugs. I'm telling you, my mom was the type of person that knew when you needed a hug and when you needed a shoulder to cry on. She would just walk up to you with her arms open and be like, "Come here." I miss her so much. Every time her picture pops up on my phone, I'm just like, man, I miss you. Every time I see her birthday on the clock, I'm like, oh God, Mama, I love you. I miss you so much. Because she really was my best friend. I used to tell her, you're my soulmate, because soulmates and twin flames aren't always romantically involved. Sometimes it's your parent, sometimes it's your best friend. And my mom was my parent and my best friend, you know. But that was a lesson for me to be able to detach when it was time to. And I'm still learning that lesson because no one will ever love me the way my mom loved me. Yeah. And sometimes I think a lot of people take their parents for granted while they're here. I tried to take care of both of my parents at the same time, and I nursed one back to health while I had the other with me, but I had to, send my dad to his family, because I couldn't I wasn't going to make my mom spend the rest of her days with my dad because they weren't together. And yeah, if I had to do that all over again, I would do it all over again the same way because my mom was my everything. I loved her so much. I still love her so much, even though she's not here with me in the flesh. She's still with me. I can feel her around me. And I know she's what's keeping me safe through the dark times, right? So I said that to say this, guys. Make sure you're loving yourself, but make sure you're loving your loved ones and you're letting them know and showing them, not just telling them that you love them while they're here because tomorrow's not promised. The next 10 minutes are not promised, you know? So it's like my little sister when she died. She was only like 26. She died 10 days before her birthday, 9 days before mine. And she had just got married. I don't even think she made it to her first year anniversary. I felt so sorry for her husband because he loved her so much. He loved her so much. And I felt like they were cheated. They were so young and in love, and I felt like they deserved to love on each other a little longer and have some babies and all that. I didn't get a chance to see children come from her and spoil her kids, which I would have loved to have done. But yeah, you guys just love yourselves, love each other, love your loved ones, and know that whatever you're going to, this too shall pass, okay? Hi, Lucas Barrett. I hope you guys are having a very blessed day. I hope you're not letting life's challenges get to you. I'm good. I'm just reminiscing on the love of my mom and how much I miss her. And condolences to Cynthia. You are going to be truly blessed taking care of your mom. You know, most people today, they're so quick to put their parents in a home and not take care of them. But in my day, I grew up in Detroit. Almost every friend I had an elderly family member set up like in the living room. They turned their living room into like a hospital room with the hospital bed and all the fixings, everything they needed to take care of that elderly family member. In my day, we took care of our elderly at home until they passed away. My grandmother, my father's mother, he passed away at my aunt's house. And we all went by there and said our goodbyes to her. You know, we didn't put our family in a home. I would have never put my mom in a home ever. I remember she was trying to get an apartment at a elderly place, and I was like, "Mama, that's not gonna happen. Mm-mm. You gonna live with me. I'm gonna take care of you. If you need somebody to wipe your butt, it's gonna be me. Okay? Nobody else is gonna be taking care of my mom until she passes away, but me." And that's what it was. So I encourage you, if you have an elderly family member, especially your parents, take care of them. You know, especially the ones that took care of you, right? I took care of my mom until her dying day, until I had to put her in the hospital because she had pneumonia, and I couldn't take care of that. When her oxygen levels dropped, and they wanted to put her on oxygen, I was like, man, that's one thing I don't have, and I can't, I can't take care of that. I can't cure her of pneumonia. And then there was some rare bacterial pneumonia that ate up her lungs like quickly. It was such a heartbreaking situation, but I can't go back and change it. Our parents we are all born to eventually die. And as hard as it is to say goodbye to a loved one, we all have to say goodbye at some point. So just know that you did the best you could. You loved on her while she was here, and my condolences that she left when she did. But this too shall pass, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So just know that everything's going to be better for you in the next year coming. 2026 is going to be great. You got unexpected things coming your way. So just be prepared in the month of January for something amazing to happen for you, okay? Be open to receive it. Continue to vibrate high. Don't let anybody take you from your vibrations. Don't let anybody make you vibrate low. Let them karmic over there by themselves, okay? Just vibrate high, continue to ascend, because that's what our soul is here to do. Learn lessons, get the blessings and the miracles, and ascend until you reach the most high. Okay? Love yourselves and each other. And if you want to tip or donate or support my channel, my Cash App is in the description. Love you guys.